Hello, everyone. Today I am here with another transfer. This is Transfer Testimonials, and we are going to hop right into it. Who am I here with today?
Hi, my name's Ella Dinwiddie.
Happy to have you, Ella. And first, I'm going to start this out with what is your favorite song, or what would be your walk-up song?
I think Whiskey Glasses by Morgan Wallen. I just really love that song. There's really no reason, but I just love country, so.
Okay, love that. Are you going to Country Fest, or have you ever been?
I haven't been to a country fest, but I've been to a Zach Bryan concert, and it was the craziest thing ever. It was the one in June, and it was super, super hot that day, so it was like a whole experience kind of thing, but.
Who'd you go with?
I went with my boyfriend and a couple friends.
That's fun. Did you get all dressed up? I just think that people dress so cute for country concerts.
Yeah, everyone was pretty much in like boots and everything like that. So I had to go buy some before to match the vibe, obviously.
What color boots did you get?
I got just these brown ones. I was between like white and brown, but I decided brown.
Okay. I have a few pairs of boots because I lived in Nashville for a few months.
Oh, okay.
That's where I transferred from. So I have some brown boots. I have some black and pink. I have some black. My cousin has some really cute red ones.
Yeah, you have to. You're in Nashville.
Right. I only went line dancing a few times, but nonetheless. Why did you come to Mount Union, Ella?
So I was at Marshall University previously. I graduated high school early and came in January of my senior year in high school, and I played soccer there, was super involved with soccer. That's what I wanted to do, kind of like soccer. And Marshall was D1, so we were constantly like flying places. I was missing class for a week at times, stuff like that. So really kind of a hard schedule, but I did love it. I loved hanging out with my friends. I loved playing soccer and everything like that. But kind of just taking a look inward sort of thing, I was like, okay, I love soccer, but the education wasn't that great. There wasn't as many opportunities. My goal is to hopefully go to PA school and be a PA, so there wasn't really much opportunities for that at Marshall academically and like extracurricular wise and like helping out with my path to get there. So kind of looking at all that and kind of the time commitment that I was giving there, I didn't know where I want to transfer to, like D1, small college, whatever, but after visiting Mount, I just kind of took a visit and was like, why not? It's only an hour from home. And I met with Christian and a couple other professors and staff at Mount, and I instantly knew that I could get where I wanted to be from them. They really helped out and outlined like all the steps, all the things they could do to help me, and that really just made it clear of like what my decision had to be to further myself, like as a person academically and then soccer-wise, athletically, stuff like that.
Okay, so do you play soccer here at Mount?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So how long were you at Marshall?
A year and a half.
Okay, so
Yeah.
What year are you now here
I'm
at
a
Mount?
current sophomore.
Okay, awesome. And do you like Mount? Do you feel like you've had a
Yeah,
few of those
I
opportunities?
love it. I definitely have seen a huge difference in like opportunities, ways to get involved. I feel like everyone always says that, but no, like it's hard to explain if you're not in the situation, but yeah, I'm super glad I came here.
And what has it been like being a part of the Mount Union soccer team compared to like Marshall?
I love it. I think it's a way different environment. The coach is super great. She makes it a really fun, welcoming environment, always encouraging, and as a player, she really knows how to push me and things like that. But overall, I think the team is a really good environment, way better than what I'm used to. It's kind of really toxic and things like that, and that would make you not have fun and make you dread going to practice, and that would affect like your grades, your social life, and everything like that. So it was just kind of a huge like spiral from that. So coming here, it's a lot different, and I'm super glad. The soccer program's really great. So
Yeah, do you think that like in soccer, did you build any like stronger relationships than you feel you would have without it?
Yeah, definitely. I've made a lot of great friends, and I still have great friends at my previous school, but I don't know, I just feel like the girls are a lot more welcoming and eager to get to know you and things like that, and they see you as a friend more of than just at my last school, where it was kind of like, ew,
A
like you're a
colleague,
competition,
yeah.
you're a colleague, you're just here, that sort of thing.
Yeah, nice. Do you have any other like campus involvement?
So I'm a member of the pre-PA club and then Alpha Lambda Delta member. So
What does the pre-PA club entail?
we just have monthly meetings that you go to just based off if you're free or not, things like that. They do like application, information, GRE, like the exam you have to take to get into PA school, and just kind of a lot of informative things. Like if you have any questions, they have like a lot of students come in and you can ask questions, and they also did a tour of the PA school and things like that, and a lot of like volunteer and experience opportunities that you can get like through the club, so you don't have to like kind of find them on your own.
Okay, and then you're part of a sorority?
It's the
Or...
honors
Oh,
for
okay.
grades, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. I am not very familiar with anything that includes the words alpha.
Not gonna lie, me either.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better. Have you felt like you had to overcome anything coming to Mount? You know, what was the transition like going from Marshall to Mount Union?
So it was kind of different. Marshall was 4 hours away from home. I did want to be closer, but I didn't know like how close I wanted to be and stuff like that. I think the transition was kind of hard because I've played soccer my whole life. I've traveled all over the country for it, like super dedicated, and playing D1 was what I wanted to do. I was like dead set on playing soccer, and coming here and kind of taking a step back because D3 is not as much like commitment, like travel commitment and things like that. So I think that was kind of a difficult, like, okay, I need to put my grades first and my extracurriculars and my aspirations of getting into PA school first over soccer, because it was really hard to balance at Marshall. So that was pretty much the biggest thing, was like the soccer part of it, and also the school was not a lot smaller, but smaller and kind of a different vibe than Marshall was.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about, you know, your classes and how you've oriented with your professors and classmates?
So I'm an exercise science major and a biology minor, and for the exercise science department, all of the professors are super, super nice, obviously, and they all kind of have a different teaching method. I know at my last school, a lot of teachers were just all monotoned, like you're just a number. They're just going to speak word for word from the slide, not really like anything to it. And it was really hard to learn like that. You had to do most of the learning like on your own. I'm sure you've had to do that before. And so that was the biggest difference, is they actually teach. They care about what they're teaching.
Absolutely.
And they really want you to understand it, so they'll do like anything, make any sort of analogies and stuff like that to get you to learn it.
Yeah, the one-on-one here is crazy. Like, all of the professors seem to care so much about their students.
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't even have to be a professor, but the faculty, like Christian, like Lynn from RSM, like they care so much about the students, and even your coach, you know, like I feel like those relationships are so strong here, and it doesn't always, you know, seem like that.
Yeah.
For when you picture college, you're not like, oh, I'm gonna be besties with my college professor or anything like that. You know, I always see videos where it's like, oh, this will never fly in college, and it's like, you have no clue, because we're on campus with bunny ears passing out candy for a student organization. Like, what do you mean this won't fly in college?
Yeah, right.
So I totally get that. What would be your advice to other incoming, it doesn't necessarily have to be transfers, but other students?
I would say, I don't know, I kind of have a lot, but
yeah, go
I
ahead.
would say mostly just try to get involved. I know people always say that, but it's like you really have to get involved to like meet people, whether that's like joining a team or like some sort of organization. I feel like it's just essential to make your time better at Mount or any college, because honestly, if you're not getting involved and putting yourself out there, you're not going to meet people and you're not going to get as many opportunities and stuff like that as you normally would.
Yeah, so with that, you know, involvement, what's your part of the transfer student organization?
So right now I'm the current vice president. So, yeah.
What are you looking forward to this coming year?
I would say Probably transfer week or the transfer bash at the end of the year. I feel like transfer week, a lot of people enjoyed it and kind of met new people, whether that's just like seeing them and saying hi and seeing a friendly face, or actually like interacting and like maybe becoming friends with someone. I feel like it's a really big event.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the transfer bash. We just sent out some info about that to our group, so hopefully we can get that super organized and planned out. How can students reach out to you if they want to chat more about your transfer journey, talk more to you about TSO, anything like that?
You could definitely come to me in person if you see me, of course, but either text message, email, my school email, anything like that is perfectly fine.
And what's your name one more time?
Ella Dinwiddie.
So if you need to email Ella, go for it. I also just want to give a shout out to Raider Student Media for letting us use their equipment. And then Transfers Rule the School on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Transfers Rule the School.